So for the bushes, we'll be using two colors especially. One is black and the other is olive green. In case you don't have olive green, you can mix your normal green with black and a little bit of yellow.
I have one request.
Yeah, sure.
Please tell me again the C, because I was lost the connection, internet
Yeah,
connection.
it's fine. For the C, I used Persian blue or any dark blue that you have. So I added a little bit of black to it. So because I wanted the C to be a little darker. So I mixed Persian blue with a little bit of black and added some amount of white. So that this is somewhat the color that I received for the...
Yes, but I want to know that the wavy part, like how you create the, like dark.
So for the
and light.
wavy part, I added more white to this blue. So for example, one second. So let's suppose this is the C part and this is kind of a dark blue. So for the waves, I added more white to this blue. Okay. And I made few random strokes like we did for the clouds. That is just making few strokes like these using the light, using a lighter blue. So this is how we got.
Oh, okay.
You can actually change the tone. You can also add more blue in case you need. And also you can add more white to lighten it up. So here I added white more as we moved, like as the waves, for the waves that were near to us.
Okay. Get it.
Fine. So can we move ahead with the bushes?
Yes.
Yeah. So as I told you earlier, let's consider there's a path here. So we'll be painting bushes on both these sides. So this is the imaginary path that we'll be having. So we'll be having few stones here, stones or rocks here, and few bushes here. And same way, we'll be having a group of them over here too. So let me just tell you how to paint the bushes quickly. I'm using black, like plain black for this. So yeah. So I'm taking this black. So I'm mixing it with a little water for it to work smoothly. Okay, I'm using a round brush for this. The size doesn't matter. Like you can choose any round brush because that seemed to be more comfortable to paint the grass. So for the stones, just make few rounds next to each other, as you can see. So that's what we'll be doing here. So the stones are ready. Okay, now for the grass, let's mark the grass by a straight line first, because that will be the base where the grass will be starting. Oh, okay, I'll do it here. So this is just draw a straight line first. Okay, let me first draw a straight line where I need the grass to be. So if you're taking this as the reference, one second. So the grass is somewhat near to the stone. So there's a group here and a few here. So for that, I'll be marking a line here next to the stone and another line somewhat near. And let's make few here. The size, the length of the line doesn't matter. Like, it's all up to your wish. So I'm making this one a little lengthy because, yeah. So I guess this is it. So once you have made that line, make this line as your reference. And from this, you can make few strokes upward. You don't have to put a lot of pressure, just freely, just go for it. You don't have to fix any direction. You can go, like, you can randomly paint a few this side, a few that side. Okay. Your paint should not be thick because that can actually, that won't let you move your brush freely. So yeah. Is it fine? So you don't have to maintain this line as such. It can be irregular as well, because this is just for your understanding. Is this clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
So,
are you self-taught or a professional?
A self-taught.
Yeah, but looking like a professional.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so let's move on to this painting. So let's paint the grass. As I mentioned earlier, the length of this grass can also differ, like it's your choice. So with that reference point, let's make more. I'm painting a few here. So I'll be finishing the same. So this is how it looks.
By the way, congratulations, dear, on hitting 10K yesterday. Really happy for you.
Oh, thank you so much. I hope this grass part is clear to all of you. Make sure your paint is free to work with. Like, add enough water, not too much, but enough water for you to paint comfortably. So you can change the direction of these bushes according to your wish. As I mentioned earlier, you need not keep it as a straight line. You can randomly mess here because that was just for a reference. So I'm finishing this line also. So as I mentioned earlier, if you don't have black, like olive green, you can use your normal green. So I'm taking this normal green. You can use this normal green as such with a little bit of black. So if you mix it, you'll almost get the olive green. So yeah, this is somewhat the olive green. It's not black, but it is olive green. Okay, so we have our olive green ready. So let me explain it here. So you need not start from the bottom. We will be just highlighting this grass. So for that, let's leave this bottom area, as you can see, and work on the top. Like I'll show you. Let's start creating the bushes like we did earlier, a little above the bottom layer. You won't be able to recognize the color until it dries, unless it dries, yeah. So don't overdo it, just a few strokes for every bush. So, okay. So I'm doing the same with olive green. Okay, I hope it is clear. I'll start with this. I'm not working on the bottom part, just on the top, like how we did earlier. I'm not overdoing it. I'm just making a few strokes. So now this part. I'm repeating the same for every other bush. So this is how it looks. Let's wait for a while. Let me know if you guys are done. We are almost towards the end.
It's dark now, but you may have a look.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's pretty great. Oh, yeah. Like once it is dried, like you can differentiate the colors. Yeah. Can we move on?
Hello, can you see mine?
1 second. Is it Devanshi?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It looks pretty, Devanshi. Yes,
Thank
you
you.
got the bushes right. Can we move on?
Yeah, sure.
So for the next layer, we'll be repeating the same process for the bush with a lighter tone of green. For this, I'm adding a little yellow to this. You can add any normal yellow to make it light. Okay, so I'll be adding lemon yellow here. So yeah. I'm adding lemon yellow to this mixture to make it light. So I'm repeating the same process with this color. As you can see, this is black. Wait, this is black, this is olive green, and this is somewhat lighter to it. For this, I added lemon yellow to this color. If you have olive green, you can directly mix yellow to that color. So yeah, I'll be repeating the same process. But I'm minimizing the strokes this time, just a very few, because we already have a layer of black, olive green. So this time focus a little above the olive green. So we started olive green just above the base layer. So let's add this light green a little above this olive green. Like you can, of course, add a few bushes from the bottom layer, but not all of them. So yeah, I hope you can find the difference between the colors now. So for the next step, I'll be adding a little white to this previously mixed color. We are repeating the same step, but we'll be adding a little white to the previously prepared color. Okay, as you can see, I'll be adding white to this mixture. Okay. Don't add too much of white. It's just for a little highlight. So let me show you the color. So this is the color that I have now after adding white. So I'll be painting a few strokes like how I did, but not too much on the top part. You can find your grasses becoming more livelier after all these layers. I hope it is visible now. I have used mixed media sheets, like the surface is quite smooth to work with and more comfortable. So in case you guys are interested in getting gouache sheets, especially for gouache purpose, it's available on Zen Sangam. You can also use my code Anagha Zen 10 for a 10% off in case you're purchasing it from Zen Sangam.
So these sheets can hold acrylic colors, gouache colors, and colors as well. All three colors.
Yes. These are mixed media sheets. Like it's not just for gouache. You can use various mediums here. So for like the bushes are almost done. Yeah, they are done. Now let's go for a little detailing for that. As you can see, so the bushes are done. And here I have used some shadows here on the slant part. I have used brown with white for this part, as you can see. I hope it's visible, this area. So we'll be doing that just below the grasses. So I'm taking brown. So yeah, I'm taking brown and I'm adding white. I'm adding more white because I don't want the brown to be so vibrant. Okay, so I'm also adding a little bit of yellow to this. Because we added yellow, right, for the land area. So this is the color. I'm adding, I have white. So I'm adding more white here. I have used brown with yellow. What I need is, I want a color that is a little darker than the land area. So for example, if this is the grass part, what I'll do is I'll just make few strokes very randomly. Just that's it. I'm not putting much pressure, just few strokes. So I'm working on this directly. So yeah, just few strokes. Better don't overdo it.
Yeah, it's perfectly amazing. I mean,
Thank
how to
you.
get means like as any secret of being a self-taught artist? Like how?
Oh, I guess the only answer is practice. I've been
Yeah,
practicing daily since few months.
I get that much
I think
finishing.
daily put in some time, like even if it's for 10 minutes of practice, it can be of
Or
big help.
any YouTube from YouTube, is that okay? Or any classes I have to take, like something?
Uh, I randomly started choosing random pictures from Pinterest, and then I tried it I tried it in my own way. So earlier
Oh,
it was like bad, but as time passed, like it kept getting better. So
okay.
there are many YouTube channels as well where you can learn the basics of gouache or any landscape, or like there are many channels. Yeah, or you can experiment on your own. I mean, you can learn a lot from that. Like you'll be teaching yourself in one way while doing that.
Yes, yes, I do that.
Yes. So now the almost it's done. We have the stone part. So this is the small stone that we have here. So for that, uh, to give a little highlight, I'll be adding brown to this. So this is the stone. So I'll be adding brown in its bottom part, like almost bottom, and somewhat like a L shape. So let me show you again. So if this is the stone, uh, 1 second. I'm taking brown and I'm almost making an L shape for the shadow. I hope it's visible. So I'll be doing the same for the stones here. So I'm taking a little brown, and as you can see, these are like small stones. So I'm just making a small shape like this. So for further highlighting, I'll be using the brown that we prepared like earlier. I'll be using that and maybe a little touch up here, as you can see. I guess that's it. So you might be wondering why Zen Sangam is conducting workshops regularly during the weekends. Well, its main motive is to motivate other artists as well as art lovers to learn something new from other fellow artists, and also to help them engage their weekend with some art related stuff that can actually help you relax a bit. So the main goal of Zensangam is to make the artists and the people passionate about it to find their true minds by expressing it as well. So I hope you found this workshop interesting. Like I hope you learned something or the other from this. Fine, then thank you all and have a great weekend.